Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Government insists adequate structures are in place to check budget overruns for the first quarter of next year as concerns grow over government's rising debt stock. Now, let's hear from the Deputy Finance Minister, Kweku Kwarteng, who has been speaking to that.
Even though on this occasion, there's a certain sense, at least on my part and on the part of those who worked on this expenditure in advance of appropriation, that we're going to have a new Nanado government taking over from the old Nanado government, it still will be the case that there might be changes in positions. Ministers will have to go for vetting. Within that period, you really do not expect that those who will be in charge will be able to spend. So I don't think it's a risk we need to worry about so much. But I think broadly, what the minister was saying was that when you have gone through COVID and you have a program to recover, as part of the recovery, you want to now make sure that you return to the normal deficits you were registering before the pandemic. MDAs would have to play their role in that. And let's not forget that it is also a jailable offense under the PFMA to overspend your budget. It's a jailable offense, and so I'm confident that MDAs would listen to the minister's admonition, and that by the time we actually issue the actual 2017-2021 budget in March 2021, we would have contained our expenditures within the revenue that we're able to get.
But you look at 13 billion revenue, 27, again, another huge deficit as well. Q1 already, it gives us a sense of what we should expect for the year.
I think you should focus more on the year-end deficit. As you would recall, in the first year, in the first quarter after an election year, there are some extraordinary expenditures you need to incur. And therefore, in order to get a balanced picture of what's likely to happen in 2021, you need to look at the year-end projections. We are committed. I'm confident we'll be in power. We're committed to respecting the fiscal path that we have defined, because without it, the recovery will be difficult and Ghanaians will pay the price subsequently. So we're committed to ensuring that the fiscal path is respected. And once that happens, the recovery would follow, and Ghana can safely put COVID behind us and return to the kind of progress we were making, exiting the IMF, improving the macro fiscals that we saw before COVID. We would return to those.
All right, I want to take you to Parliament now, I believe, where there is a discussion about the Finance Minister's request for 27.4 billion cedis to spend in the first 3 quarters of next year. And the minority in Parliament claiming that Ghana is broke. That debate has been going on. Joining us is parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku-Gakpo. Tell us what the discussion has been.
Mainly, it's been at the level of the Finance Committee where the conversation is ongoing. When the minister presented the statement to Parliament yesterday, the Speaker, Professor Michael Kwe, referred it to the Committee on Finance for them to consider it at that level, send to the House with a report. That meeting has been ongoing this morning, we gather, in which the committee members are meeting the Finance Ministry officials to get the firm details and the breakdown. Of course, the minority continue to raise their objections about the figures that's going into debt servicing being on the high side, which is why they think this is something that shouldn't be approved, and the majority defending it. We are waiting that by the close of day, the committee would have finished its deliberation, and most likely from tomorrow or Monday, a full-blown debate on this will kick off on the floor of the House. We can expect that the majority will use their numbers to get it approved, despite the concerns of the minority that it's not a good budget going into the 2021 first quarter.
All right, Joseph Opoku-Gakpo, we'll come back to you at 1 o'clock for some more updates. Thanks very much for joining us. That's it for Business. Stay tuned. Sports is coming up next.